This is going to be a hell of a video. I'm going to make it make a lot of sense. So hold on to your drawers. We all know the key to relationships and success, which I'll start with, which is easily communication. If you can talk and bond with your partner, if you can be open and honest with each other, from your wants and needs and structure. Because a lot of people and a lot of men and women just continuously lie to each other on a daily basis to manipulate the opposite gender to get what they want, to tell them what they want to hear instead of being open and honest about their wants and needs, which is much more effective. And these are the type of relationships that last long term and a lifetime. I'm not saying there's never an ups and downs, of course, but at least they're open and honest with each other. The number one biggest mistake people make is not being open and honest with each other. Instead, they lie and manipulate the opposite gender, all while they're in a relationship to get what they want. This shit happened to me. A female lied and manipulated me to get what she wanted out of me, and then it was done. And then it happened again, and it happened again and again. So many times to the point where I caught on to what was going on. Because at this time, I was like 15, 16. Just a young fella. And it really opened my eyes. And it kind of pissed me off and lit a fire under my ass. Because it's also embarrassing, humiliating. It makes you feel some type of way. That's why communication is so important. Being face to face with somebody and communicating and seeing how they respond face to face is so important. Laying out the truth is so important. Too many men and women today that are even in the talking stage or in a relationship, they're just lying to each other. And it's almost like it's what men have to do today, and it's almost like it's what females have to do today. Because either one want to accept like their roles. Like shit's fucking weird, man. And I'm not saying all people are like this, but a lot of people are this way. They don't even understand themselves. They don't understand anything. That's why there's so many failed relationships, failed marriages, so on and so forth. So in my opinion, this is the biggest mistake people make. Is for one, just not being honest, not communicating. It's the biggest mistake. Is there a bigger one? Because I can't think of it. It's huge. It's a massive mistake. Especially if you guys both want it to work. I don't get why people have to lie about shit. I really don't. If you're a woman, let me guess, you want in a man a fairly tall fella, fairly strong fella, fairly fit fella that makes quite a bit of money. And if you're going to sit here and tell me no, I would think otherwise. Someone who can lead, provide, protect. That's what makes a man his most attractive. And as for a woman, I think where things go wrong is both genders don't want to accept their own roles in reality, because as a woman, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but it's not all about what you want. Some women are so delusional, they think I am me and everything has to go my way. I want everything out of this guy. I want this, and this, and this, and this, but if he ever asks me for anything or anything like that, who are you, pal? Like, no. Fuck no. It does not go this way. If you want a relationship to work, and you have this type of a mindset as a female, entitlement, you can say goodbye to that relationship. Because it's not going to last 2 seconds. You also have to be what a man wants. Because you're not entitled to get everything you want in a man and for him to serve you in this type of a way and make your life great again in that type of a way without doing the same back. You're a human being too. You can contribute to him too. It's not all about you. And as a man, it's not all about you either. Dumbass. It is not. You don't get everything you want out of a female without being able to provide certain things for her to make her life great. If she can make your life great, you have to make her life great too. If he can make your life great, you have to make his life great too. It goes both ways. So communication is huge. You have to communicate on the things that is going on. Your wants and needs. If your needs are not met, certain things may fail. If a woman restricts sex a lot from a man and tortures the ever-living hell out of him in this way, there's going to be issues. There's divorces because women restrict sex from men. To a lot of guys out there, that is torture. I don't want to sit here and speak for myself at all, really, in this situation, but I'm speaking for most men in general. It's fucking torture. There's a lot of divorces over this shit. And as a woman, if you can get a high caliber male that can do all these things I've already named for you, you should be able to bring sex to the table. You should be able to bring your beauty to the table, your compliance to the table. Bring him peace to the table if he wants his peace. You should be able to bring these things because that is what makes you attractive. Men and women are two different things. Men are attracted to different things than a woman. A man is not attracted to what a woman is attracted to. He is attracted to a woman. Women are attracted to certain qualities in a man, and a man is not attracted to those same qualities. What a man is attracted to in a woman is not really attracted to either. That's why both have to be on point. That's why so many things are messed up. That's why so many relationships are failing. Because someone's getting it wrong, if not both. There's many couples out there that's doing it right. I don't understand how it's that hard for people to look in their own lenses of reality to see where they're going wrong. I don't see why this is. Women are attracted to a strong, confident man, pretty tall, can make quite a bit of money. Because money's not everything, but listen, money is an attractive trait in a man because it shows discipline. It shows he's able to work hard to get that. That's what makes him attractive. It's not necessarily the money or the dollar amount. It's just, it's like more proof in the pudding. It's like cherry on top. Cherry on top of the cake, whatever the fuck you want to say. So, no one should be shamed. Men don't shame women for, oh, you dumb bitch. You just want me because I'm 6 foot tall and make this amount of money and I can protect you. You are stupid. What? No. No one is going to shame a woman for wanting something like that. It's understandable. Just like it's understandable for a man to want an attractive female that can give him sex. Maybe not every single day, but you can't restrict sex for massive periods of time. That's torture to a man. Why shame men for what they want? As a female, do you know what it feels like to be a man? Do you know what it feels like to be a man? No, you don't, and you never will, because you'll never be one. A lot of females don't want to accept what men want and are attracted to. Not the other way around. Men accept what women want. Women have a hard time, although, accepting what a man wants. And both are fair. Is exactly why I'm saying it's not all about you. Your life is only going to be better when you know what a man wants, because you can make adjustments in your own life to meet his standards. It's not all about you. If he can bring everything you want to the table and worked ever so hard to do it, why are you complaining because he wants a few things from you? That is much easier for you to do than what it is for what he can bring to the table. Because what men bring to the table is much harder than what a woman can bring to the table. You're pretty much born with what you bring to the table. And this is a well-known fact. What makes women attractive, they're basically born with it. Some women might have to work a little harder to make things right. Sure, a little harder. But men have it far much harder. And they have to slave to become what a woman really wants and desires. This is the truth. End of discussion on that. So, nobody should be shamed. No one's complaining. Nobody. Nobody cares. But it seems like a lot of women care. Oh my God, you just want sex. It's huge. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It's fucking huge. Do you really think for a second, if you did not have tits and an ass, and maybe something else too, which you guys probably know right now what I'm talking about, do you think men would deal with you? No. That's how big it is. That's how big sex is in a relationship. Some women really like it. Some women don't. They want to play victim. Oh, it's all about that. It's huge. It's a huge part of life. It's something that should come natural. It's not something that should be restricted. It's not something you should be able to manipulate on. That's actually, you're in the wrong for that. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to give it up, walk alone. Walk the fuck alone, because guess what? When a robber breaks into the house, if some man tries to hurt you or do something at any given moment of life, your man's going to protect you. And you can't even bring things that comes natural to the table? Why is this an issue? Oh, well, that isn't the same thing as sex. It might not be the same thing. That's why men and women are different. That's why different things are brought to the table. The fact that you should bring sex to the table shouldn't even be it shouldn't even be coming out of my mouth. You should naturally know that, yeah, bring that to the table. You got to. Like I said, no man is going to deal with a woman if she didn't have certain things about herself. He's not. Because it's not going to benefit him at all. It's not going to be worth it for him. You have to make it worth it for a man to deal with you and to put up with you and to serve you so greatly in that type of a way. You do. This isn't a bad thing. It's common fucking sense. Look at the other women that are doing it right out there in the world. Look at it. They have no problem bringing what they bring to the table. And their man has no problem buying that big $1 million, $2 million, $3 million house, $500,000 house, whatever. Paying for that, paying for the bills, putting food on the table. Do you understand how much harder that is than bringing your body to a table? Do you even understand? And being able to bring compliance, being non-argumentative. You can argue sometimes about certain things if the occasion calls for it. But a lot of women also like to start random arguments that make no sense. And you think a man that brings you everything should just do all these things? All while you're playing him around and fucking around like that? No. Not at all. And I'm not saying every man in the world is at that caliber of a man. I'm not saying that. But for the ones that are, you have to bring a lot to the table if you want a man of that caliber. You do. You pretty much have to, I'm not going to say do what you're told, but like, damn near. Because he is doing a lot for you. Some women have no problem doing it. Because do you actually realize how much he's bringing to the table? You could never bring what he brings to the table. Ever. So if you want that, you're going to have to behave. You're going to have to be on your best behavior. This is how it is. If you don't want to do those things, get a lower quality male. Fuck him around. Do whatever you want. Restrict whatever you want from him. Don't show up as your best. Don't even care about your looks. Don't wear makeup. Don't look beautiful. Argue with him all the time. Play him around. Be my guest. But I'm just telling you ladies the truth. No one's picking on you. No one hates you. We're literally telling you the truth, which is what a lot of men can't do with women. A lot of women also can't tell men the truth either. Which is why I'm saying it's a huge mistake. Communication. It's a huge mistake. Some people get it right without even having to do this shit. Because they instinctually know what they have to bring to the table to please their partner. Women know when they're pissing men off in relationships that are not working out. They know what they're doing. They're seeing how far they can get away with certain things, and they're manipulating the whole damn thing. Men can also do it to women in other ways as well. Which you're going to get these relationships that are going to be dumpster relationships. They're going to fail epically. Why are you wasting your time? Why is he wasting his time? It's just useless. Get your shit together. Understand your role. Be valuable. For fuck's sakes. At least be as valuable as you possibly can to your partner. Because that's how it's going to work out. I'm not the one sitting around here thinking, oh, I don't have to do anything and I should just deserve the best woman ever. No. I understand how important it is to be a very valuable man. As women should understand how important it is to be a very valuable woman. Those that don't get the best men. The best men that don't understand this, don't become the best men. Or men that don't understand this, don't become the best men. Those that do understand, they will become the best version of themselves and have a happy and healthy and fulfilling relationship. This is what it comes down to. It's the entitled people that are going to fail. Because you think you deserve all good qualities in a woman when you don't even have all good qualities in a man. And as for the women, you think you deserve all good qualities in a man, you deserve this and that, when you don't even bring the best qualities yourself to the table. Does this make sense? Absolutely it does. And for one person on earth to be upset or mad or feel this is unfair, I'm just going to tell you guys this before I shut this video off. You're out of your fucking minds. And I mean out of your fucking minds. That automatically tells me you are entitled. That it automatically tells me you're entitled. You will get what you deserve. That's what you will get. So don't be mad. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at nobody else. You have to be what you want to attract as well. You have to. as a man or a woman, you have to bring your most valuable self to the table. A lot of people in life understand this. It's not rocket science. You have to. If you have certain you could be the biggest slug right now, just slugging around, and you really ain't got your shit together. You can have very high standards, all while being that way. But guess what? You're going to have to put an immense amount of work and live up to a person that's going to attract somebody of that caliber. That's just what it comes down to. You're not going to see a 350-pound obese chick with Zac Efron. It's not going to happen. It's just, that's absurd. They're total opposites. It's crazy that I'm even making this video, but a lot of people in life understand this. Some people are too fucking slow to understand this. That's why this video is being made. Most of you guys should understand this. Unfortunately, a few of you might not. A few of you might disagree. Well, I'm telling you right now, if you disagree, you're wrong. Because these are not opinions. This is not my opinion. This is biological fact. It is. Sorry to disturb your fantasy world of what never will be. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what it is. This should make you better. There's no messing around. This should make you better. Damn.